Hello, this is Joel David Weir, and I want to welcome you to the first episode, the first page, if you will, of the video liner notes for the new EP, My Quarantina, that is due to come out on September 25th. And, I thought what I would do was do a series of videos telling the story of this album. And to kind of give some more insight into everything from the writing of it to the influences, but also the artwork. I want to talk about all of those things. This first one is just going to be why. Why did this album come about? Because originally it wasn't going to be recorded. Originally I was going to be in Europe for the first time in my life over the summer, but of course COVID happened. And like all of you, like everybody else, my plans were completely changed. And so instead of traveling to Europe, I spent a lot of time in my home. And of course, I love to write music. And so that's what I started doing. But really, it was my drummer, Matt, who gets the credit for starting this album because he texted me one day and said that he had time on his hands, and he was wondering if there were any songs that I would like some drums on. And so I started going through a few older songs that have never been recorded, but also writing around this idea of something to collaborate on at a distance with Matt, and then later Paul Myrie, my bass player. And so that's where this began, and started writing on my iPad to a drum machine, a drum beat, and laid down some tracks, some demos, sent them to Matt, and Matt in his studio did his wizardry and laid down drums on it and made stuff sound even better. Sent it over to Paul Myrie, who played bass. And then gave it back to me, and I added more things, and that's kind of how we wrote this thing. And so it ended up becoming what it was. The writing process, I'll get more into the details of the influences and why I made an album that is quite different than what I've done recently. But really, I was imagining what it was going to be like to be playing music live again when everything was finally over, when we finally had a vaccine and when we could play live. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna wanna turn things up a little bit in rock. So I imagine playing with Matt and Paul and in front of people and people having a good time. So that's how My Quarantina came about. So the next episode, which is forthcoming, will be about the artwork of this album. So if you're wondering who that is and why this artwork, I'm going to tell the story of the artwork in the next episode. So I hope you'll tune in. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be adding a lot more content as things go. And please pre-order My Quarantina at Bandcamp, and follow me on Spotify also, and save those songs there. Thank you so much for your support, and until next time, talk to you later. Bye.